The current landscape of plush videos on the internet is weird. And sad. Most creators are under the impression they have to pander to the most people they can, or copy other creators to get any attention on YouTube. While I'm writing this script, YouTube has been invaded by kids copying one specific YouTube creator, my friend, actually, External Halo 0.5 Larry 2. Larry, change your name. As I said, Larry's my friend. He's one of the most genuine people I've met on the internet, and if I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually really happy that he, of all people, is the one inspiring others to make stuff. Thank God it isn't someone like Tito Totter, although I'm sure there are people copying him. The dude's got like 1 million subs on YouTube. Meanwhile, Larry, this dude only has 13K while I'm writing this, and I've seen dozens of new series clearly inspired by his work. Here's where most of the issues lie, though. This is how to make a Larry-inspired plush show in 2020. This is Sonic. Now this is my Sonic. And this is Sonic, and this is Sonic, and this is Sonic, and this is Sonic, and this is Sonic. No. No, stop that. This isn't all of these types of shows. All of them. 20 different Sonics, and they all wear headbands and capes. Also, this is a fight scene in every Larry-inspired show.
You piss me off. Die. Dying. You're dying. No, I'm not dying. Can you see me? Hold on. You're dying now. Dying, Shadow. I am winning now. Huh.
But those are all the things I take issue with. There are other things that cross over between each of these shows, but they're not inherently bad. For one, many of these kids actually make their own music or remixes for their shows, which is so cool! Like, they're actually making music. That's awesome. For everybody that's making music because they're inspired by Larry, that's amazing. Keep doing what you're doing because that's awesome. Also, I've seen quite a few of these shows with pretty decent cinematography, so once again, good on you guys. The thing is, I just wish there was more originality otherwise. Larry created his own style of video making only for dozens of others to copy him to a T. But as I said before, Larry is not the only one subject to copying, obviously. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to break down and teach all of you what I think makes a good plush video. Since this is addressing Larry clones mostly, this video is more focused on Sonic plush videos. But anyway, yeah, let's get to it. Part 1. Characters. This one should be fairly simple. A lot of plush videos suffer from really weak character writing, usually because there are simply too many characters. To create an effective cast of characters, they should all be unique. And since I'm assuming everyone here is going to be using Sonic characters, let's just assume you're going to be using like the main cast, so like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, whatever. If you really want your series to stand out from others, maybe you can change certain elements of your characters, like abilities, relationships with other characters, or maybe just general personalities. If you're altering these established characters for your show, you gotta make sure it works for your actual story. For example, let's say you want to make a more dramatic, character-driven series, and you want to change Sonic a bit, so you give him a bit more of an edge. Maybe he's got a shorter temper to make him more intimidating. That's fine. But what you shouldn't be doing is making fun action-adventure series where all your characters are really edgy, and they swear, and they kill, and they say damn! Following so far? It's really polarizing, and doesn't work when your characters don't fit in the story you're trying to tell. Now let's talk about our villains. And don't worry, I'm not gonna chew your ears off about how your villain has to be super complex and amazingly written, because no, this is still a plush series after all. Your villain doesn't have to be some complex supervillain. Some of the most iconic villains in media aren't at all that complex. Darth Vader turned evil because some old guy told him to. Voldemort is a misunderstood orphan that wants to watch the world burn and kill a teenager with goofy glasses. Ooh, magic. And Thanos is a big purple guy who wants to fix the universe because he didn't eat a lot as a child. See, they're not that complex, but we love to hate him. Darth Vader just chops dudes to bits because he's so evil, and Voldemort, he kills kids because he's so evil, and Thanos, he wipes out half the universe because he's just so evil. You want your audience to hate your villain and love your heroes. So when the day comes when your heroes triumph over evil, it is oh so satisfying. Here are some ways you can make your audience hate your villain. You could kill off a fan favorite character. This is one of the more extreme examples. You don't have to do this, but it definitely helps. Or maybe an object or a place that means something to someone could be destroyed. So let's say you're making like a Sonic Underground Plush show, and Sonic has this medallion that he loves so much because it reminds him of his mom. But it also helps him believe in himself. Like when he has this medallion, he thinks he has all the power. But what happens if the villain takes this medallion that Sonic loves and destroys it? And the audience knows how much this means to the character. And we see Sonic starting to lose his composure or something. We obviously know this means a lot to him, so this fight's gonna be satisfying. When the villain is finally defeated, it's like, take that, you destroyed this thing that we liked and the main character liked, and it was awesome because you are done. You are donezo. That's great. That's what you want. You really want like genuine reactions from your audience when it comes to character. You want your audience to care about your characters as much as you do. It should be clear how your characters feel about whatever situation they get in. So make sure your characters like have character. You want to know what they're thinking and feeling most of the time. Not that they have to have all these like inner monologues or whatever, but just let us know what they're feeling and how they feel about certain situations. Your audience should know immediately when something is wrong or is about to go down. Like when a fight's about to happen, that's when the hype should come in. Part 2. Setting. This is an element of all fiction that goes almost completely unused in Plush videos. Since most Plush videos take place in some kid's house, there isn't much of an effort to establish the locations of these characters and the context in the general world of the show. Of course, if you want, your house can just be Sonic's house, but why not have fun with it? Maybe try and create bits of scenery for your characters to stand around in, and you've already got a distinct location right there. You can use your imagination here. Your house doesn't have to be an actual house. It could be an underground village where all your characters live to hide from the villains. Or maybe an entire planet with its own ecosystems and civilizations. Or of course, you could just say your house is Sonic's house. And again, that's fine, but newsflash, that won't cut it, Buster! You're telling me Sonic the Hedgehog sits on his couch all day, talking about nonsense with his friends? You don't think, and I don't know, maybe he goes for runs sometimes? Some of you have to have yards or something. Like, let Sonic run around new places. Maybe he can meet something or someone that lives out there. You got me? Sonic's universe should not be centered around his house, and if it is, at least have fun with it. If you can't build a little set to give off the feeling of a new location, that's fine. But you have to do more than walking around your kitchen or playing video games on your couch for the plot and setting of your video. You may be saying, but Brobius, it's hard making up an entire fictional town or whatever the heck you're suggesting. And yeah, maybe, but if you can't create your perfect vision, you know what you could do instead? Draw a map of what you think this world is like for your characters. If you can't show your audience what you have in mind physically, at least show them what it should look like, and I guarantee they will become more invested in your fictional world than if you didn't explain in some way what it actually was. Give these places names. Let your viewers know if this place is far away or not. This is simple world building. This is how you create a world for people to enjoy. And if you've done a good enough job establishing a location and characters, your audience's emotions are in your hands, dude. Let's say you've created this village and it's filled with cute side characters and interesting sights to see, and then your evil frickin' villain blows the village up with a nuke. Jaws will drop, and you've done it. You've made a compelling story, and you've made a setting that people care about with characters that you care about. That's a story. Okay, well, not quite. We still have to get to the part about story. Part 3, story. You've established your characters, your villain, and your setting, but now's the part where it really gets juicy. Here's an easy setup. Your villain wants to take over your character's home, and your characters have to fight back. Bam! Done! I mean, obviously there's some extra steps, but this isn't supposed to be hard, it's supposed to be fun. What's your villain up to? What's his end goal? Does he want to kill the main character, or does he want to take over the world, or does he just want to destroy the world? And how do your characters respond to this? Do they fight back? Maybe they're too weak right now. Maybe they need more help later on. Maybe they need some powerful objects. Maybe 7 colorful gems. Nah, this is sounding too generic. Every story is like this. Maybe it can be an origin story. How the main character and the villain meet. How the other characters meet. Wait a minute. Remember that bit where I was talking about popular movie villains earlier? Maybe we can take small elements from those movies to make a new story. Alright, here's the sitch. Long ago, our villain, who's just the most evil guy of all time, wants to take revenge on the ones who wronged him, so he destroys an entire village of people, except one, our hero, who was quietly taken away from the village before he could be harmed. Cut to present day, and our villain continues to attack villages because he's just so crazy or whatever. And it turns out there are others like our hero who are affected by the heinous acts of the villain, and eventually, all of these characters team up to fight the bad guy and save the world. That doesn't sound too bad, and that's a fairly original setup, only with Sonic characters probably. You see, your story doesn't have to be like the new Star Wars or something like that. The actual Sonic series takes inspiration from stuff all the time and makes something totally new with it. That's the magic of storytelling. You can copy a movie story almost verbatim, add some original characters and a few new plot points, and bam, it's your story now. Of course, don't copy a movie story verbatim, because I'll know when you just swapped out Katniss with Sonic, because then it's just the Hunger Games, but Sonic. Like. Part 4. Filming. This is where a lot of Plush Show's issues lie, is bad filming. Because a lot of kids, for some reason, film with their phones vertically. Tilt your phone to the side, please. That's literally how you film normally with a phone. Because obviously you don't have a camera. Most kids don't have a camera. Just tilt your thing. That's how you make a normal video. I hate seeing those stupid black bars. This is awful. Stop doing that. Tip 2, don't do bad composition. If you need help learning good filming composition, just look it up on YouTube or something. If you guys don't know your rule of thirds, learn your rule of thirds. Or just watch movies and see how they do it. Tip 3, get a tripod. Just get a tripod. Or at least make one. Stack some books on top of each other or something. Just get a good steady shot for your videos. Also, a tripod makes Plush videos so easy because you have both of your hands to do all the work. And if you want to learn more about just general filming, I'd suggest watching a movie or a TV show. Literally watch a movie and see how stuff is shot. That's the easiest way to learn how to make movies or TV, is just by watching movies or TV. Part 5. Editing. Hey, everyone who uses bad editors with annoying watermarks, stop. If you really have to, ask for a better editing software for Christmas or something and learn to edit with it by watching tutorials on YouTube or something. And like in the last part, if you need help with editing, watch a movie or TV show and see how they cut clips together and add cool effects, and make sure that the effects that you add, that they actually work with the footage itself so it's not super jarring and look bad, like a dumb kid's Plush video, which is of course what it is. Plenty of Plush shows are really awkward because there's no music. There's a lot of awkward silences in your videos, which are bad, and you should avoid them like the plague. Unless of course it's supposed to be completely quiet in a specific scene, then probably don't play music or put sound effects in the background. But most of the time, you should. Because it's just weird when there's so many awkward silences in Plush videos. Also, make sure that the background music is not too loud, please don't pull a Sonic Adventure 2. And also, don't put the stupid royalty-free music that you can get on YouTube for your videos. If you use this song, or this song, stop. Stop using those two songs. Go use some copyright-free music. Did you know that every Sonic song ever is free from copyright issue? Use Sonic music if you're making Sonic videos. Stop using the crappy royalty-free music, but don't use songs that are overplayed. Look around, find some songs that you don't hear a lot on YouTube or something. You know, you can actually get people to associate your series with a certain song. That's actually doable. Just play a song that you never hear on YouTube and sounds cool, and bam, people are going to remember that song for your show. Taking inspiration is the origin of all storytelling and filmmaking, and no story is original. It's just sort of disheartening seeing so many people doing the bare minimum. And I know each and every one of you can create something great, but it all starts with an idea, not someone else's. Sorry also if I skimmed over a few parts, but hopefully this might have helped a few of you. Also, I know this is the end, but I should clarify that there are different types of plush videos real quick. There are the types of plush videos that attempt to tell a narrative, and there are also YouTube videos. Most of the popular plush YouTubers make the YouTube video plush videos. What I mean by that is that they make plush videos that don't try to, like, tell a continuous story with character development and stuff. But instead they just pander to little children so they can get tons of views and lots of money. And I'm sure by now I've made it quite clear which type of plush video I enjoy more. I believe we should stop aiming to just be YouTubers and try to be storytellers. Give something for your viewers to remember and latch onto. Give them an experience they'll never forget. Because I can say with confidence, they're not going to remember that one Sonic plush video where Sonic ate a burger. Of course, this video was mostly a response to the kids who copied Larry here on YouTube. I hope these creators strive for more originality. And no, don't go and attack them. Please, they're all kids, man. They're just trying to make stuff. And I can commend them for that. And I've been saying this whole time that, like, it isn't a bad thing that they took inspiration. I just think that they copy way too much. We don't need to call people out if they're copying. They'll learn. But hopefully people who are known as Larry copies see this video and maybe try to take a step in a different direction. And maybe other people too who copy other people's content watch this video and say, maybe I shouldn't do that. To everyone who's been called a Larry copy, I don't hate you. I don't think anybody hates you, because that's just stupid. But in the future, please strive for creativity and originality. And who knows? Maybe you'll be as big as Larry or even bigger. But the only way you'll ever have a chance of being big on YouTube is to be yourself and make your own content. So thanks for listening to my ramblings. I love you all. Plush videos are in good hands, I think, mostly. We just gotta try a little harder. Also, hey, thanks for like 2K subs, almost. When I'm writing this, I don't have 2K, but like I'm about to have 2K, so thank you. I really appreciate it. 2,000 subs is insane. I got 1,000 subs in a year. That's amazing. Thank you all. Go check out my stuff. I'm still working on Extreme, by the way. I know I'm taking forever, but I've just got things I gotta sort out about the series before I can get it out. Also, to all the folks who keep yelling at Larry over really stupid stuff, grow up. Seriously, grow up. Go find something better to do with your life than harass some dude over toy videos. I don't know why his fan base is so toxic, on top of having people who just copy him all the time. It is the worst fan base of all time. But yeah, again, thank you. And that's all from me. See you later!